Arkadaşlar merhaba, ben Gameforge marka ekibinden Deniz. Bugün yanımda Metin2'nin ürün müdürü Deniz var. Deniz, hoş geldin.
Hoş bulduk. Merhaba Turkey. Glad that we actually did this video. We had a lot of issues and problems in Turkey. Well, we actually had problems everywhere, but you guys were affected the most. You had the problem with the rankings, you had the problems with the lost dragon stones, the disconnects, the lags, and things like that. A lot of other community had some of those problems as well, but you were affected quite a lot, especially because you have really large servers over there. You're playing with big communities, and therefore things happen easier there than it happened somewhere else. Right now we want to address some of the most important questions that you brought up. So the Turkish teamers helped us collecting some of those questions, and we will answer those honestly to you. And if there are more coming up, you are always welcome to ask more questions, and we will answer those in the future. But that's not it. If you wait out till the end, I will have some awesome news for you, some teasers what's going to come, and some little gifts.
Muhteşem. Arkadaşlar, kısa bir bilgi burada. Soruları ben Türkçe kendisine soracağım. Sonrasında İngilizce olarak bize cevap verecek. Alt yazılarda Türkçe çevirilerini bulabilirsiniz. Sorulara şimdi başlıyoruz. Her bakımda neden sürekli yeni sorunları ortaya çıkıyor? Bunların sizden mi kaynaklı yoksa yapımcıdan mı olduğunu söyleyebilir misiniz? Sorunların düzeltilmesi için çalışma süreleri neden bu kadar uzun sürmektedir? Demiş Danzange. The stage is yours.
Yes, I totally understand. The problems occur on live that we didn't see before. We're testing everything on our QA servers, and some of the bugs don't appear on QA, they just appear on live. The process and the whole thing is the website is developing it and then sending us a developed product. We are testing it, testing our QA servers, and then bringing it to live. In the quality, we think it's good, but we don't know. We don't always know. And things happen on live, and we are trying to fix it as soon as possible after. We don't want to wait another week for the next maintenance. That's why you have a lot of hard fixes after the maintenances. And sadly, this will probably stay that way because we cannot test it on a live environment here. We don't have the players.
Arkadaşlar sizlerden gelen ikinci soru. Metin2 Türkiye takımı hakkında düşüncelerin nelerdir? Takım çalışmasından tatmin misin?
I don't really think there is a Turkish team. The people, the teamlers, the community managers in Turkey are part of our team. We are part of the Turkish team. And I think everybody is trying the best as they can. The Turkish community manager and the teamers are really trying the best to support you guys, to give the information that the problems, the issues, or the good things that you are saying in the forum to us. And they're doing actually an amazing job in delivering everything every week in big reports to us. The main issue is that we cannot react to everything on time and in a timely manner that's actually suited for you guys. Things take a while to actually develop or to fix. We have fixed development cycles, and we have a roadmap already, so not everything fits in there. I will give you a big example. It's a channel switch. I know it's a big issue in the forums right now. You're complaining about it, you're telling your Turkish team about it, that is the issue. And they reported it to us right from the start in December when we deactivated it. We had to deactivate it because it was exploitable. And we are trying to find a fix for it, but it takes a while. As soon as we can fix it, we will give it back to you. I would, even so it takes a little bit longer, I want to give another example. Last year, I collected a lot of ideas, especially from Turkey as well, what we can do in the game, what we can develop in the game. Until now, a lot of stuff didn't happen. Why didn't it happen? Because the whole process from the idea to getting it into the game takes months, sometimes years. We will try to do a lot faster with bugs, like I said before. So if you really have an issue, the quality of life is a problem, or you have bugs that hindering you from playing, we will put that in between. This is our highest priority. And this is what the Turkish team is doing. They're telling us, you guys have problems in playing, telling the team what's going wrong. We are trying to fix that.
Aslında bir sonraki soruya da çok benzer bir cevap verdi. Arkadaşlar aslında sizlerin de sorduğu bu sorular Deniz'e şimdi soracağım diğer 2 soru hakkında da böyle ön bir temel bilgi vermesine yardımcı oldu. Şimdi diğer 2 soruyu soruyorum. Hilelere kalıcı ve kesin bir çözüm neden bulunamıyor? Cheat Blocker isimli hile engelleyici yazılımı oyuncuların sağlıklı bir oyun oynamasını önlemektedir. Bu programın kaldırma olasılığı var mı demişsiniz.
Okay, those two questions kind of interdict each other. Why? Because you want us to do something against the bots and the cheaters. On the other hand side, you are annoyed by the program. That's really hard to juggle that. But at the moment, we are trying with the Cheat Blocker program to actually get rid of all the cheaters and all the bots. And we are doing a really good progress here. At the moment, you're facing issues with your quality of life, disconnects and things like that, because some of the things, again, like I said before, only occur on live. On our QA environment, our quality test servers, everything works smoothly. But right now, we're trying to get everything as smooth as possible before we actually detecting the bots. So that's the process. So first, trying to make the Cheat Blocker program as a program so you don't really recognize it. You can smoothly play, and afterwards we start detecting the bots. And we're actually on a good track of that. Other programs we tried before didn't work so well. This one is actually really promising there.
Alright. Arkadaşlar sizlerden uzun süredir gelen önemli sorulardan bir tanesini soracağım şimdi Deniz'e. Mitsiz simyalar oyuncu kaybına neden oldu. Büyük çoğunluk istemediği halde bu güncellemeyi neden yaptınız demiş KGN94.
Mystic Alchemy. I saw that in the forum and I got reports from the Turkish team a lot that you're really unhappy about that. I can understand that. And we had a test last fall about it and already got a lot of bad feedback. But the feedback we got from you guys is that, well, you already use your legendary stones. You are fixed with the stats, and you cannot get new stats for them when you upgrade them from the legendary to the mythic stones. So 2 things that we try to go in your direction is, one thing, you get a switcher for the stats now. So when you upgrade your legendary stones to the mythic stones, then you can actually switch them. And the other thing, that's where the problem started. We removed all the legendary stones from your alchemy so you can use them again to upgrade. And when we did that, the problem occurred with the database that the items vanished. We had months of problems trying to find a solution for that, and we did several angles. We had a lot of help from the Turkish team to solve that. And we finally got to a point where we can actually compensate all the dragon stones that you lost. This will happen during this maintenance while you're watching this video. So we are done with that hopefully.
Arkadaşlar sizlerden gelen bir sonraki soru da şu. Ejderha taşı parçası ticaretini engellemedeki amacınız nedir?
Well, the dragon shards have all a separate timer. You can see that when you're farming that, they all have different timers. Therefore, they're all different items in our database. If you normally play and people are normally playing just farming the 10 shards a day, there won't be an issue. But there are other possibilities. You can play many clients at the same time. A lot of people play with their smaller characters at the same time. And even bots are using the farming of the dragon shards as well. So therefore it's creating a lot of entries in our database, and it got overhand. It was so much that it's caused lags in the game, it caused crashes, caused channel crashes, so we had to put a stop to it. But we are bringing tradable dragon shards back, but in a limited way. With the next update, probably in 3 weeks, we will introduce Dragon Shards Plus. They will be tradable, but they can be only farmed with characters level 110 plus. That way we won't have the bot issue and we don't have the low secondary character issue with them.
Bir sonraki soruda oyun içi etkinlikler çok vasat kalıyor ve çok zaman harcamamıza rağmen pek bir şey elde edemiyoruz. Etkinlikler ile ilgili düzenlemeler ve yeni bir şeyler yapılacak mı demiş Esel.
So we are not doing so much new in-game events, and we are not putting so much development power on renewing the old ones. Why we are not doing that? Because we try to focus on permanent content that you can play continuously. Sometimes we bring some new events like the Catch the King event last year, and in a couple of weeks, I think already in 2 weeks, you will get a new memory game in there. It's called Find the Same Monster. Let's see how you like that. If you like that, we bring that more often. But those are mini games, and I'm personally not really a fan of those, but a lot of people like them, so we are actually repeatedly bringing them. We will bring a new awesome event at the end of summer. It's probably called Blood Ritual. Well, that's a working title at the moment, so I don't really know, but that's the first teaser you get out of it. And I think it will be a fun event. It will be more related to the game and play style itself. We are still in the last discussion with Webs on how to implement it, but I have good hopes about it.
So, yeah. Bir sonraki soruda demişsiniz ki, Frosty sunucusu gibi yaz için özel bir sunucu açma düşünceniz var mı? Çok güzel karşılanan bir etkinlikti. Yenisi gelecek mi? Demiş Emre Buba 67.
Well, the Frosty server, I really like that you liked that temporary server. It was an experiment to actually bring a temporary server for you guys. You liked it? Well, I liked it as well, but one little thing, we messed up the ranking again in Turkey, and next time, yes, there will be a next time, we will try to make everything right so there will be no issues. We really, really try. Yes, there will be one. Our game designer brought up a concept to Websen where there is a PvP theme, because from the feedback we got from you guys is that you want to have more PvP focus in the game, want to revive that a little bit. We will try to do that with that server. Our idea is that you can copy your best characters onto that server and actually fight other best characters from other servers as well. This is the basic idea about it, so there's the plan. There will be definitely one coming. If it's really that one, I cannot promise, but we are trying to get that done. When? Well, we are already started with some development from it, so you can expect it probably at the end of this year. Not for Christmas, we will try to get it done before that.
Aslında çok güzel bir konuya ayak bastın. Çünkü bir sonraki soruda oyuncularımızdan Melodram demiş ki, oyunun savaş yönünü arttırmaya yönelik yenilikler gelecek mi? Lonca savaşları yapılmıyor artık örneğin demiş. Yani aslında PvP tarafına da bir miktar yoğunluk göstermemizi istiyorsunuz. Şimdi bakalım ne cevap verecek.
It's not so easy to implement PvP features into the game, but we heard you and we are trying. Like you heard before, the PvP temporary server is one step. Another thing will be we will implement a feature we call internally Empire Battle. So we are trying to bring in a feature into the game that plays on a different map where all the different factions, different kingdoms play against each other with some objectives in there. For that, we actually want to get a beta server running so you guys can give us some insight about how you like the play style and how you like the fighting. And if everything is going right, we will get it done by the end of the year, probably November. That's the plan at the moment. So yes, we are doing some stuff for PvP. Not so sure how fast we can be there.
Aslında çok iyi bir konuya ayak bastı. Beta serverlarına da dönmek istediğinizi, arada oyunu denemek istediğini biliyoruz insanların. Dolayısıyla bu tarafta da gelişmelerin olması güzel bir haber. Bir sonraki soruda demişsiniz ki, yakın tarihte karakterler arası dengeleme gelecek mi? Bu soruyu da Neo isimli oyuncumuz sormuş.
Balancing. Balancing such an old game is always a mammoth task. It's huge. And it's not that easy, and that's why we decided not to do an overall balancing change for the game. We will do a little bit here, a little bit there, where we see it's a total unbalance for it. If some people, some characters, like the shaman buff, for example, will have such a huge advantage against other people, we might nerf it a little bit or buff it a little bit something else. This is something we will do in the future, but we will not do a full balancing overhaul because we try to put our resources to bringing new content to you guys, new end-level content.
Şaman tarafına gelecek yenilikleri gerçekten dört gözle bekliyorum. Biraz sorunum vardı benim de. Belki gelir, belki gelmez, spoiler yok daha. Bir sonraki soruda demişler ki, yeni başlayanlar için düşük level girilebilecek boss olan zindan getirme düşünceniz var mı? 120 seviye kullanıcılar için yeni haritalar eklenecek mi?
I'm really glad that you asked the question and that the community is actually taking care of the new ones as well. So it's not only about you guys, it's about other players and new players coming to the game as well. I understand your concerns, but think about it. Every new player that comes into the game, everything is new for them. They have the ape dungeon that's new for them. They have the new first map, second map, everything is new for them. So there's actually a lot of content for them right now, and we are not planning to add anything else for the beginning of the game. Especially, you progress really fast through the beginning of the game. That would be content for a day or two. We rather want to focus on content for the retained players. Well, that's probably not a word I should say, like players that play for a long time. We would like to provide for you content that you can play at the end of the current content. So the next dungeon we are bringing in is for level 110 plus, so you actually have something that you can level above 105, where most people stop at the moment. And for next year, something big planned for level 120 plus. But I don't want to teaser too much there yet because we are still in the concept phase there.
Süper. Bir sonraki soruda arkadaşlar demiş ki, Mavi Ejderha'ya giriş sistemi değişecek mi? Bu soruyu da Angaralı 06 sormuş.
Yeah, Angela. That's actually something that not only in Turkey happens, it's happened in a lot of our communities, that some unfair players actually hawking the blue dragon. So every time it comes online, they're just jumping into it and don't leave anybody else a chance to do that. We heard you and we reported it to WebSan, and we are right now in discussion how to fix that, how we can actually do something about that. It's not always done by the same people. One little thing that will happen soon is that we have a different version of the Blue Dragon that you guys can play as well. That will be not locked up in a way as the old version is, but we're still looking for a solution for that problem that you have right now.
Güzel haber. Son sorumuz şu. Yeni biyolog görevi gelecek mi veya çalışma var mı? Demiş Crespalog.
Wow, biologist quests. That's actually a really good idea. I didn't think of that. I will bring that up to WebSan and we will discuss it. Maybe we can bring some new biologist quests in the future. But talking about the biology quests, I had some information from the Turkish team that you guys wanted to reset the last quest so you can choose new stats there. Well, that's actually something that we're going to implement in the next update. You will be able to reset the last two quests to choose something new there.
Süper. Arkadaşlar, bu arada kapatmadan önce Deniz'in size birkaç tane daha küçük güzel haberi var. Deniz?
Yeah. The most important thing for us was your issues, your questions, your problems. That's why we addressed your questions first, because this is our main priority. But besides that, we are developing the game further and further. Well, how knows how many years, and we have some cool stuff coming up. In the next update, I already mentioned in the questions, we will have a new dungeon where you can kill the 4 major bosses again in a really hard mode. It will be really difficult to kill them. Well, and not only that, you will get new gear for it. The new gear will look really, really awesome, and you have new stats for it. And I think that's the kind of rewards you're always waiting for. But that's not it. We will have other stuff coming up in the future and in the near future, and that will be, for example, the guild overhaul. We will change the way how the guild system appears and the mechanics work based on the feedback we got from several communities. We will have a new guild dungeon coming up where you can fight together to actually achieve the goals. As I mentioned before, we will have this huge PvP arena coming up with objectives in it, some mini games, and well, these are the main feature for this year. So there's something even larger coming up for next year. We are working already for 2 years on a new continent for Metin2. The moment it looks like it, we are actually getting it done by next year. So that will be total new area, new systems, new gear for level 120 plus. This will be after the fight against the Hydra, so that's something to look forward to. I'm really glad we are doing that. Okay, now I told you things that will happen by the end of the year. You'd think that will happen next year, but what is happening now, right during this maintenance? Thing that you complained about, and you were right, is that the guild lands were not all active. We will activate all of the guild lands now during this maintenance. From the second map and the third map you can choose the lands, but for the first map, the most popular and the most interesting places, we awarded to the guilds that were the most active. So people that played a lot and distributed a lot to the game and are really active actually got some reward, and everybody in the game will see that. That's one thing. Well, I have to look on my piece of paper. Yeah, well, I got a thing from the community management. You will have the ability to give directly feedback to Gameforge. So you don't need to post it on the forum and it will not be filtered by anybody. The new tool is called Stumped, and it will be active in the forum to actually give suggestions and ask questions directly to Gameforge. So your feedback is welcome and we will read it. Well, did I forget something? Should we mention that? I think we should. In the next 4 weeks until the end of June, you will have 25% discount on every item in the set shop. So I know you had some trouble in the last couple of months. We had bugs, mistakes, and things like that. And we're really sorry about that. And for that, I wanted to give you something back. And that is like, you can get everything cheaper.
Teşekkürler. Which is thank you in Turkish. In the name of the players,
No,
we thank you all.
don't thank me, I'm thanking you. Because the game is great because of you guys, because of you players. And I really appreciate that you're playing this game so long and you're so committed to the game and you're still giving feedback to us and still helping us to get the game better. Maybe there's one more thing I should mention is I'm working on Metin now for a little bit over a year, and a year ago I started to collect input from teamlers, from players, from the team itself, what they would like in the game. So things that we are doing right now with the level 110 content, with the guild overhaul and the PvP fights, it's all input I got from you guys. And it's not happening immediately. Why? Because there's a development cycle. Everything takes a little bit of time. So things that are happening now at the end of this year is feedback from you guys from last year. So the feedback you're giving us now, I'm trying to implement in the roadmap and the plans for the future. So please keep your ideas coming. We will try to get that into the game. But please be patient. It's not coming tomorrow.
Arkadaşlar, hepinize katıldığınız, bizimle bu videoyu izlediğiniz için teşekkür ediyoruz. Bir sonraki seferde bir araya gelmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Deniz'den de son bir teşekkürler almak istiyoruz.
Thank you. Bye bye, guys.
Görüşürüz.